Hi everybody, it's Tanya Pizzolatto of Shimmering Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing some Halloween oracles. Two of the decks are the same, but one is the original version, and then when they got published by a popular company. And they're different. Some of them are exactly the same. The popular version has 44 cards. The original deck has 60 cards. But this has beautiful red gilding. So let's ring the bell, bring lovely energies in. And we also have the Halloween Oracle. So bring in the lovely energy. So here, the Seasons of the Witch, this is Samhain Oracle, which is October 31st, which coincides with Halloween. And Halloween came from Samhain. You know, the thinning of the veil when the spirits cross over, come visit. And so people would dress up in costumes to blend in. So that is the Seasons of the Witch, Samhain. There's also the Beltane and Yule. And over here we have Stacy DeMarco's The Halloween Oracle. So we'll take a look at all three of these side by side. I'm going to show you all the oracle spreads in the original edition because there's just so many. There's a lot in this one too. $155. There's page 155. Great pictures. I love the art in this deck. So lots of wonderful card spreads. So I'm not going to read everything out because there's a lot of spreads. So pause it and then I'm going to move on to the next page. And that way you can read it at your leisure. Interview your deck spread. Graveyard spread. Spiritual council spread. So pause it. So I can go on to the next page. Reclaiming my power spread. The rotten apple spread. So pause it so you can read it at your leisure. Next is the transformation spread and the weekly outlook spread. So we're going on to the next page. The witch's tools spread and the moon phases spread. Oh, let me get my fingers out of the way. Sorry about that. So pause it. Now we have the shadow spread and the healer's spread. Okay, we're going on to the next page. Coming winter spread and the Athame spread. Okay, so that's a lot of pages from 156 to 169. So I hope you enjoyed those. So these two will have a lot of the similar cards, but we're going to, start with the first card of all three piles all together. So this is the big brand that remade the deck and is taking on making all the Sabbats. Let me take a look and tell you who it is. I think it's Rockpool. So All Hallows Eve, the ancestors, love and legacy of our DNA. Even looks like a DNA strand going up the tree. All Hallows Eve. Oh, look at the backs of this card. So cute. And these have two totally different backs. No gilding on the original. This has beautiful red gilding. And the roots of the hand, just gorgeous. Oh, I like the way they have this also the same, but black on black. I think that's so cool looking. The altar and apple. Apple is a big deal in Halloween. One of the things is if you cut it this way and then you look at the middle, you'll see a 5-star pentacle. And also people will peel it to find where it breaks naturally, the peel, when you're using the knife. And when it drops, see what letter it makes to find the future letter of your future spouse. An altar, a sacred devotion to worship, skin deep, rising from the ash, waters you keep. So your altar is where you set up for the season, like you might be putting out fruit for your ancestors, to come visit you. Right now I just have over there I have my altar. I have to update it. I like Buddha, so I have him up there. I have a barren tree to decorate, and I have little pumpkins and fall leaves there. And that triangle has an obsidian stone in it for gazing into to see your ancestors or whatever your subconscious wants to tell you. Whatever message you need to get. But I will be putting some fruit up there. Oh, I have got to get this straight so you can see. So let's put these back. And so fruits are popular things to put up there. Skeletons. I have a lot of skeletons on the table. Two skull. There's a crystal skull. Behind here is a lit up clear glass skull. And behind this deck is a pink skull. So let's get these out of the way so you can see them. Skulls are great for this time of year. Skulls represent strength. In the original, they made it landscape instead of portrait style for the ancestors. Barmbrack. It's a sweet bread for sweetness and synergy. And the pumpkins are very popular for this time of season because they were used as lanterns. You carved them and put candles in them. And ancestors are the people who you usually want to contact on the Day of the Dead, All Hallows Eve, Halloween, Samhain, Dia de Muertos de los, I can't pronounce it right, but the Spanish Day of the Dead. Let's see what this says. It's a lot harder to read here. They have quivering so deep. They hiss a quivering so deep, only the roots of your soil can lift. The nakedness hidden within, the vows made in silence. An ancient chill walking upon spine. So in this portrait page, you don't see really all three women. You get a little hint of her, that one of them there. This one you don't see really. You don't see her at all. Here is apples. Like this one's, apple was further back. There. Next one, this deck is Black Cat. Oh yes, this one has Black Cat too, I think. Fortune meets opportunity. Yes, in lots of cultures, the Black Cat is lucky. Here it is bad luck, like Friday the 13th. To taste, one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. And each book has a lot to say about each of these cards. Okay, here is a different one, so we'll leave this one here to go with that one. So, Athame for the original, because this deck has 60 cards. The new one has only 44. So let's bring this close so I can see it. Cut the cords that hold you here. Be clear of how you wish to steer. So this is talk about cord cutting with your Athame. You know, something you're attached to, like a relationship that doesn't serve you anymore and that you've broken up with, but you still think about them way too much. Cauldron, synergy, and healing. So a little bit of the same energy we want to heal from being attached to whatever it is that doesn't serve us anymore and that we don't have a relationship with anymore. Oh, the Banshee. Heed my warning, dear child, for what I hold is far from unsung lullabies. Swallow a nail and you can expect bleeding from within. And from the Halloween deck, we have Dawn, the light after the darkness. And so the Banshee makes me think of the siren, you know, who sings the beautiful lullaby, but then freezes you to stone. Well, the Medusa one does. So this one is talking about after the night of darkness, you know the dawn will come. The light will be here. Bat. Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with denying change. Yes, death, the eternal cycle begins here. Very beautiful cards. This has a nice paper stock, and these have even thicker. And very glossy. Black Cat. There's a curious journey into the depths of the unknown, hidden so deep that only the brave will gracefully return to the light in their eyes, and shadow leading home. Isn't that gorgeous? Well, all the little lanterns flying, or wands flying with light. Eternal love. Love is love, and transcends physical death. I like that. So, you know, even though our bodies die, our spirits don't. Okay, we will leave this one back because this is one of the cards that the new deck doesn't have. So let's bring this close so I can read it. Blood of my blood, flame of my womb, understand spirits raging with unforgiving truths. So blood magic. Broom and forgiveness. So what dreams may come from what you seek. Make room, make way. A clearing needs be. So forgiveness. Reducing burden. Absolutely. Forgiveness is not for the other person that you're forgiving. It is for you to not hold on to that resentment anymore. Not have that weighing in your head or your soul. You're forgiving people has nothing to do with the other person. Great if they take something from it. You don't even have to tell them. The whole thing is for you to get it off your soul, off your head, not stress us. Oh, this goes over here. Okay. And this clearing is talking about not having things messy so you can find things easily and see. You know, you can't see very clearly if every solid surface has something on it, you know. You need to have space to see better. Because clutter really messes with our eyes. And what spirit wants to come around that anyways? Candle magic. Everybody loves candle magic, choosing the colors from the candle to represent what you want to work with. Speak your breath into its velvet, recite along its spine all that you desire, all that which will unravel. Ghost, regret. None of us want that for our ancestors to have regrets. Hopefully they pass without, leave the regrets behind with their physical body. Cauldron. Graveyard. Bewitching, yes it be. Blink and you shall see. A bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. Graveyard, unnecessary fear. Absolutely. They're dead bodies. They're not going to rise up like in the movies and eat your brains. Okay, this is an extra card that the other one doesn't have. Centaur. Dare give in, dare walk with me through the sensuous, conscious and unconscious screams, left untouched, left unbroken. Very cool. Almost like Pan. Oh, another different one, I think. Chalice. Drink of me, take of me what needs to come into fruition. So, and here's the potion they are working with. Something like maybe mint tea to cure a tummy ache. Whatever. It's just, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of witchcraft is just working with nature's own herbs and flowers and things to heal. Okay, that goes with that one. Okay, now here we go. The coming of winter and hearth. It comes in lullabies deep within your mirrored flesh. At last it is time to lay your quivering chest upon the winter's coming. I just love the artwork. It kind of reminds me of the Adam family, you know. Hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Yes. Okay, here's an extra one. The Coven. Feel as the bewitching warms frozen bone. Cauldron keepers taste the blaze of every breathless incantation. Dear sisters, for there is power in the quickening of our sacred pulse. Looks like they're dancing under the full moonlight. Okay, here's another one. Creativity. Let it linger between your fingers, slither between your toes. It chooses those who take it and make it their own. Crystals and herbs. On what medicine, what sacredness to behold, a dash of healing straight from mother's home. Invisibility, authenticity. Yes, like making the herb, like the tea with the mint. We put herbs in our food that will keep our bodies healthy, and choose vegetables and balanced meals, and it's made with love. But made with love is a very healing thing. Dark moon. And jack-o'-lantern, protection. In the dark of your heart lives new breath, waiting for you to release its ghost. And there's the ghost flowing away. The old energy. Divination. Oh, she's reading some tarot cards. Oh no, looks like she's reading her own oracle. Joy, rejoicing in the present. She looks very at peace and content and enjoying the weather. Take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by the light. And that's what all these tools help us with. Tarot cards, oracles, crystals, herbs, incense. Make a lot of our herbs, incense from herbs. Death, bittersweet is it not? And end a piece of a beginning, birth of shedded skin. Elders. Lady de las Mortes, acceptance and equality. She's just gorgeous. I love those red roses in her hair and all the lace. Elders, birth from seed within the belly of the moon. They are wise, felt touches over our hearts, and deep and felt deep within our marrow of our spirit. Elements. Midnight, the most magical hour of all. Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of mother. True harmony awaits you. Here's Frog. I am going to have a sip of my pumpkin tea and my hippo mug. It's Fiona and her family. Mummy. Change. Frog. May the lily beneath your breast allow you to drink from its healing waters. Be still, for there is serenity behind the drowning croaks. So this is talking about peace and healing. Oh, here is a separate one. Ghost. It tears through flesh and numbs thy bones. Be still, my heart, for you are consumed by the very nothingness that becomes you. Another one. Gods of Samhain. Await thy nightly, behold thy strength. And here's the goddesses of Samhain. Feel our song rise above flames, a spirit weaving magic, casting bones, piercing, howl heard from far across the quickening drums within our mother. Graveyard. Night song. Oh, I love cardinals. They're just so gorgeous. And after when they're finding their mate, even though their mate's not a baby, the guy feeds his mate food right from his mouth. And they do that with their babies too. I have a big dish that my neighbor made me. Sits right outside my sliding glass doors, which is right in front of my couch. And I sit there and watch them. It is so cool. Hidden talents. Graveyard. There is a song that bellows in the peace of knowing no end, in acknowledging the crossroads of eternity. Greet the darkness. Owl, wise seeing, wise action. Greet the darkness. Hear where the spine bends and the mouth quivers. Breeze the pieces that make you whole, but cut deep with all of the sharp edges. Grief. Scrying, intuition. Yes, that's what crystal balls are for. I have a quartz crystal. That's a rainbow quartz crystal, because when you look around it, you see little rainbows and spots. And that's an obsidian one right there next to the skull. And I have a clear one up on the mantelpiece in my fireplace. Grief, it is but mere glimpse of nothingness, hidden away deep within the chambers of your mourning, in the red clovers of birthing lost illusion. She looks like she's feeling like a puppet. Haunted. Skeleton. Strength. Haunted, the breaking of the floor beneath your naked feet, the creaking of the walls as the cold kisses flesh. You're never really alone when in the company of the hauntings within bone. This is the symbol on the back of the cards. Healer. Skull of darkness, blind spots. So not being able to see because there's a few skulls. Healer, listen to the medicine bleeds through her teeth. A river of mercy blessed by mother, seen only by those who hold her mirror. Intuition. Skull of flower, creating through the ashes. So this is one about creating things growing. You hold the answers, you know the truth. Ancient ones await behind the doors of the mind. On her third eye is open. Journey. Skull of light, illumination. Daughters of our mother, walkers of the unknown, take with you on this journey all that you hone. Okay, mischief. This is, okay. Mischief. Skull of stars. Infinity possibilities. So everything is possible. Mischief. Keep your eyelids open, slight sharp as nails, for there is something trailing behind your tail. Nature spirits. Ooh, spider. Community and web weaving. On your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. Ah. Owl. Trick or treat, mischief and play. I love that. Behold a sight, O ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkness of places if one dares to open their eyes. Potions and spells. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Be sure you're sure before you call. The lamp, remembrance. Protection. This is my house, stained by the very blood flowing through its walls, covered in the veil of the delicious prayers, yet deadly to those who dare to lift its hidden. The underworld, the pomegranate, where all things pause and begin again. For Persephone, I think she ate a few of the seeds, and those are the seeds she has to spend in the underworld. Pumpkin. Uncaging the spirit within, thou fertile power you hold. To taste your buttery velvet upon tongue is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. The witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Here's a different one. Raven. Oh, we all love ravens. Taste the darkness against thy chest. Speak in tongues whispered soft. Forgiveness of the bearer of the unbearable truths. Rebirth. There's death in all that awakens, for it is blissful, not pain nor painless. It is mighty rising, O flame resurrected. Vampire. Emotional intelligence. Reclaim. O dear mother, mother of darkness, mother of light, I call upon she who my ancient self, my power, my fire, my magic. Reflection. Be wary of things you believe you to see with eyes wide shut, for there are mirrors of the mad, and truths only spoken with bleeding tongue. The veil. The future. Ritual. Can you feel them? Wild creatures linked by very blood, you will spill it into your craft. A ritual dedication to self and those who gazes hold fire, but whose whispers carry you softly through the unknown. Werewolf, exploring wildness. Rooted. May you never tear a living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. Winter, the sacredness of pausing. Yes. Seduction. Hear the roaring flames with the masterful trance that calls upon the heaving chest, given to its alluring flip, if you please, but heed my warning of the claws that draw blood without mercy. Zombie control. Ooh. Silence. There's a sweet embrace. Okay, I guess I'm out of these ones. There's a sweet embrace of nothingness. Stillness brings presence of self fully embodied. So I guess there's only 36 of these cards. Oh. Skull. Milk thy blood into the portals of mortality. Reach for the left whispers left trembling on thy flesh. Spider. A wild web we weave, dear child. A delicious mystery untamed. Such a very cool card. Spirit, like a forgotten dream on the tip of thy tongue, a remembrance that once was and still is. Third harvest. Daughters of the wood, feel thy sacred swell and suppleness. Take the gathering of honey's milks, filling your emptiness. Transformation, like 1,000 storms held in hands soft against the winds, there is change arising from the deep within. Truth. It's like a melody lost in silence. It has all that needs and belongs to nothing else but itself. The underworld, hand over your unknown, a shift is near. Take a leap, your journey is clear. The veil. It is quite possible your eyes have become the fog in which you dwell. Half swollen, a glimpse of all that you truly are or can be. The tears you bleed are ready for storms to turn the skies inward. The witching hour. Blessed be thy dust of stars trembling within thy wearing hands. Surrender to all that you are, my dear. The wishing hour is here. Witching hour, not wishing. Voices. A tug at the gut. Feel the romance your very breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. Witch, grab hold, allow the dwelling fire within belly, awaken all that is. A mere glimpse, a delicate pull, all the very roots living in the alchemy of self. The last card, Wolf. Devour the ferocious calling within the howling of your spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of knowing, of your knowing. I just think these are so gorgeous. I hope you enjoyed these decks. So these are very nice stock. They're not thin. Here's the gilding. With gilding, I don't like to riffle shuffle. I prefer to do it like this, you know. Because gilding can chip. Some gildings are put on really well and some are not. So when I see gilding, I really don't like to riffle. This also has very nice cardstock. This has no gilding. So this, I can riffle shuffle. But because it's so big, riffle shuffling is a little hard like that. So I kind of prefer folding into itself. That way it's much easier than trying to hold them. This is even a little bit harder because it's like stretching my hands out. And this is the original. Is a very nice. It's not thin at all. And it has like these brown leaves on the black back. So I hope you enjoyed this side-by-side of these Halloween oracles. And I hope you're having a wonderful season. Halloween and Samhain season and Day of the Dead. All Hallows Eve. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And take care of yourselves and your families. And I'm sending you all lots of love, kisses, and many blessings to all of you. Bye, everybody.